Grand Arbiter Augustin IV. Grand Arbiter Augustin IV is the head of the Azorius Senate on Ravnica, embodies the ideals of law, order, and structured governance. His influence ensures that every decree and regulation serves to preserve civilization by suppressing chaos and enforcing absolute control. As a commander, Grand Arbiter Augustin IV excels at dictating the game's tempo through cost manipulation. His abilities accelerate his own spells while taxing opponents, creating a consistent imbalance that slows their progression and strengthens his dominance. A stacks-themed deck built around Grand Arbiter Augustin IV emphasizes control through deliberate resource limitation and strategic disruption. It methodically suppresses opponents' ability to act efficiently, ensuring that the game unfolds entirely on his terms and concludes through sustained dominance rather than speed. Combo ideas for Grand Arbiter Augustin IV decks. Combo number 1. Lavinia, Azorius Renegade, plus Knowledge Pool. Required conditions: 1. Lavinia Azorius Renegade is on your battlefield. 2. Knowledge Pool is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, Knowledge Pool triggers, exiling that spell and allowing them to cast a spell previously exiled by Knowledge Pool without paying its mana cost. 2. When an opponent casts a spell this way, Lavinia triggers, then counter that spell. Combo results: 1. Counter all spells that opponents cast through Knowledge Pool. 2. Exile all spells that players cast from their hands. Combo number 2. Teferi, Time Raveler, plus Displacer Kitten, plus Sol Ring. Required conditions: 1. Teferi Time Raveler is on your battlefield. 2. Displacer Kitten is on your battlefield. 3. Sol Ring is in your hand. 4. Mana needed, a generic mana. Activating the combo: 1. Cast Sol Ring. 2. Displacer Kitten triggers, then blink Teferi. 3. Activate Sol Ring by tapping it. 4. Activate Teferi's second loyalty ability by removing 3 loyalty counters from it, then return Sol Ring from the battlefield to your hand, and draw a card. 5. Repeat. Combo results: 1. Infinite card draw. 2. Infinite draw triggers. 3. Near infinite colorless mana. 4. Near infinite storm count. Combo number 3. Solemnity, plus Decree of Silence. Required conditions: 1. Solemnity is on your battlefield. 2. Decree of Silence is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, Decree of Silence triggers, then counter that spell. 2. Solemnity prevents Decree of Silence from putting a depletion counter on itself. Combo result: counter all spells cast by your opponents. Combo number 4. Energy Field, plus Rest in Peace. Required conditions: 1. Energy Field is on your battlefield. 2. Rest in Peace is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: whenever a card will go to your graveyard, Rest in Peace prevents it, and exiles it instead, so Energy Field will continue to remain on the battlefield. Combo result: prevent all damage that would be dealt to you by sources you don't control. Combo number 5. Archetype of Imagination, plus Magus of the Moat. Required conditions: 1. Archetype of Imagination is on your battlefield. 2. Magus of the Moat is on your battlefield. Activating the combo: 1. Archetype of Imagination makes all creatures your opponent control lose flying. 2. Magus of the Moat prevents creatures without flying from attacking. Combo result: creatures opponents control can't attack.
Hi Commander, if you are new here, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon to get notified every time we post a new video. Enjoy!
Non-game changer spells that are commonly found in Grand Arbiter Augustin IV decks. Aura of Silence. Enhanced Taxation. Further increases the mana burden on opponents, reinforcing Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's strategy of slowing down all opposing plays. Selective Removal. offers precise control by allowing you to sacrifice it to remove problematic permanents that could disrupt your established lock. Sustained control contributes to maintaining long-term dominance by discouraging opponents from casting key support spells, ensuring the stability of your stack's engine. God Pharaoh's Statue. Compounding tax effect amplifies Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's cost-increasing ability, making every opponent's spell significantly more expensive and slowing their progression to a crawl. Win through attrition gradually drains opponents' life totals each turn, allowing the deck to secure victory over time without needing direct combat. Lock Reinforcement serves as a late-game stacks piece that strengthens board control, ensuring that once the soft lock is established, opponents remain unable to recover. Lavinia, Azorius Renegade. Mana restriction prevents opponents from casting expensive spells early, aligning with Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's strategy of controlling tempo and resource progression. Anti-free spell shuts down zero-cost and alternative-cost spells, countering effects that might bypass Augustin's tax abilities. Layered control enhances the deck's stack structure by combining soft taxes with hard denial, creating an environment where opponents struggle to cast anything efficiently or freely. Spelltithe Enforcer. Tax amplification adds an additional layer of mana or resource taxation, forcing opponents to either pay extra mana or lose permanence when casting spells. Resource attrition gradually depletes opponents' boards as they struggle to maintain permanence while paying increased costs from multiple stacks effects. Lock Synergy strengthens the overall stack's lock by discouraging opponents from casting spells entirely, ensuring your control over the game's pace remains absolute. Dovin, Hand of Control. Expanded Tax increases the cost of key non-creature spells for opponents, reinforcing Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's global taxation strategy and further restricting their tempo. Defensive Utility uses his -1 ability to neutralize dangerous threats or attackers, buying valuable time to maintain or establish a stack's lock. Incremental Suppression enhances overall board control by combining mana taxation with selective prevention, ensuring opponents remain hindered both offensively and strategically. Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. Stack Taxation reinforces Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's mana tax by increasing the cost of all non-creature spells, making it even harder for opponents to develop their boards efficiently. Tempo Disruption slows down spell-heavy strategies such as control and combo decks, granting the stack's player additional time to secure and maintain board dominance. Efficient Stacks Piece provides early-game pressure and control at a low mana cost, helping to establish the taxing engine before opponents can stabilize. Hushbringer. Ability Suppression prevents powerful ETB and death triggers, shutting down value-based strategies that rely on recurring creature abilities. Lock Reinforcement complements Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's taxation effects by limiting opponents' ability to gain advantage, even when they successfully cast creatures. Board Control maintains a stable and predictable battlefield state, ensuring that the stack's player's control remains uninterrupted by reactive or combo-driven effects. Propaganda. Combat Taxation adds an additional layer of defense by taxing attackers, forcing opponents to spend mana inefficiently if they wish to deal combat damage. Synergistic Defense works harmoniously with Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's global tax effects, ensuring that opponents are hindered both in casting spells and declaring attacks. Board Stability reduces the threat of aggression from multiple players, allowing the stack's deck to maintain control and focus on resource denial. Aven Mind Sensor. Search Restriction limits opponents' ability to tutor or fetch lands effectively, reinforcing the resource denial central to Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's strategy. Reactive Disruption. With Flash, It can be deployed in response to search effects, catching opponents off guard and disrupting key setup plays. Lock Enhancement combines with Augustin's taxation to restrict both mana access and deck consistency, tightening the overall stack's control over opponents' options. Grand Abolisher. Turn Protection prevents opponents from interacting on your turn, allowing you to advance your stack's board state or secure a win condition without interference. Lock Security ensures that once your taxation and denial effects are established, opponents cannot disrupt them with instant speed removal or counter spells. Strategic Advantage complements Grand Arbiter Augustin IV's control framework by safeguarding your incremental plays, reinforcing the inevitability of your command over the game. Post your commander on the comments section below, and we will create a video like this for you. Thank you for watching.